Today we are ranking every white rapper. Yeah, you can go ahead and thank Jack Harlow for this video.
I got black
music.
Yeah. I got black music. Yeah.
Man, he really schmucked himself over with that, didn't he? The memes are absolutely hilarious and valid, but he kind of just exemplifies an overall problem that we've had in not only just hip-hop culture, but in black culture for over 75 years when it comes to white artists stealing black artists' music, watering it down, commercializing it, and then, you know, fueling off the success of that record. So with this whole Jack Harlow thing, I decided, you know what? Let's actually really take a good look at the amount of white rappers we've had in hip hop and let's rank them. Now, this ranking is going to be based off of not only just music, you know, rap skill, but your place in the culture as well, because that's what this really is about. I think Jack Harlow misunderstood his place in the culture and clearly overstayed his welcome. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, we have Can Come to the Cookout, Can't Stay Though as the top of our tier. Now, I'm one of those people that used to be like, oh yeah, you can come to the cookout, you can come to the... I am now super reserved on just letting everybody in. I'm sorry, bro. Sinners did something to me. I watch Sinners. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Haley Steinfeld, she good. 1/8 black, but she good. But I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all can't stay though. You feel me? Like, I like y'all. Y'all look good in the hood. Y'all look good. Y'all get to dab. Y'all get to say hi to my mom. You saying y'all... But you can't stay, though. You can't stay. At some point in time, within 35, 45 minutes, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out of that. Next one is, you good. You not invited to the cookout, but you my mans, though. I see you at the club. I see you at the spot. You my homeboy, but you not the homeboy that I can just bring over to the family functions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my man, but... that's about as far as it goes, you know what I'm saying? Next tier, we have mid. Honestly, you're just here because your music is alright. We don't really like you. You're more of a pop star than somebody that's ingratiated in the culture, but you cool. You cool. So it's whatever. Then there's Nah. Nah is more like, you're really a pop star. The music is subpar at best. You might have one hit, but for the most part, we cool off you, big dog. We cool off you. Then there's No. No, these are the people that are just absolutely out of their mind, garbaggio, atrocious, trash. Some of them might even be a little bit racist, but no, we ain't doing with that. And then after that is who? Because who are you? I don't know who you are. So without further ado, let's jump right into the first guy, Post Malone. This is hard. I'm not even gonna lie, this is hard. If this wasn't 2026, Post Malone will probably be in the Can Come, but he can't stay. Post Malone's a nice guy in real life. His biggest problem is that while I'm not mad at him for going country, because it was clear from the jump that he wanted to be a country star, right? I'm not mad at it, right? Because I'm not going to deny the slaps. You made fantastic music. My biggest problem with Post Malone was that he never really acknowledged the fact that he was in hip-hop culture, even though he was dressing and acting like he was, and made an entire album dedicated to hip-hop.
I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist, you know. I don't make rap music, you know.
And then collaborated with nothing but rap stars. He always felt like he was more pop than hip-hop, and he even carried himself that way. So... fortunately, Post, I love your music. Gotta go and you good. Post, you good. You know what I'm saying? You good, you chill. We rock with you. You get the dap up, you know what I'm saying? You still Post. But you can't come to the, you know what I'm saying? You just not invited. You just not invited. You threw that card away when you said I'm not hip hop. I'm sorry. You gotta go. Next is Central Cee. Now, this is hard. Because technically, he is black. I believe his peoples are from Sierra Leone or Sudan or somewhere in Africa, right? Somebody in his family, either his mom or dad, I don't remember who, but he is technically biracial. He doesn't come across this way because, again, African and also British. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really gauge Central Cee. I want to say he can come, but I'm also teetering on the line of he good. But I like Central Cee, you know what I'm saying? We can go bun for bun. You know know what I'm saying? I like this project that he dropped last year. I'm leaning towards bottom of he can come to the cookout. I think Central Cee can fit in with the Nike Tech. I think he got just enough black in him to where he good. I think he's good. You know what I'm saying? I think he good. I think Central Cee can come to the cookout. Got good music, you know what I'm saying? And the one thing about Central Cee that I really like, for the most part from what I've seen, he don't really say the N-word because I think he understands I'm towing the line. So he good. He good. He can't stay, but he good. The Kid Laroi. Yeah, this is our first mid of the day. I'm not even going to lie. The Kid Laroi is a pop star. In my 2026 mini recap so far, I talked about the Kid Laroi project and how it's noted as or categorized as a hip hop album. No. Sorry. Not going for that. So respectfully, Kid Laroi, you can go in mid. You know what I'm saying? I get that Juice WRLD was like your big bro, whatever, but look, you're not bad, you're not terrible, your music is pretty decent. It's pop music at the end of the day. You sound more like Justin Bieber than like who you actually are, which is just an Australian white boy that happens to like you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. It's cool. You alright, but you ain't, you feel me? You feel me? Next is MGK. This is where it gets tough. Because he's kind of in, for me, he's kind of in a Post Malone situation. I respect the hell out of him, right? Even though he can crash out a lot. I still personally believe that he won the rap battle between him and Eminem. Sorry, I don't care. I'm still on that. I think he won. No matter that though, I just noticed that 6ix9ine is on. I mean, all right, let's focus. He always does pay respect to hip hop. I know he went pop rock, punk rock, or whatever, right? And it seemed like hip hop kind of rejected him, right? So he kind of moved into a different space more than he rejected hip hop. But he always talks about how hip hop is always his roots, you know what I'm saying? But Ohio white boy, I'm putting MGK and you good. MGK is good. I think he's solid. I think MGK's solid. I just don't think he's there yet to, you know what I'm saying? You can come to the cookout, meet the fan, whatever. I think he good, though. You good, MGK. I rock with you. You get the that, you know what I'm saying? You my homeboy, yada this, yada that, woo. You feel me? This is without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. Let's go ahead and switch that. Yeah. We don't gotta waste no time with LP. That's Run the Jewels. That's hip hop legacy. That's yeah. Look, man. You get a pass, even if you present as the most white guy ever. You get a pass just straight up the fact that like your contributions to hip hop and hip hop culture are just greater than like nah. He gets it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? He can kill a mic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sorry. LP got it, bro. It's really no explanation. If you know LP, then you know he's solid. He good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the nah. I'm leaning towards F no, but I'm not going to do it yet. See, the thing about Lil Dicky, he was one of the first white rappers, right, to like be mainstream about, you know, I'm white in a rap space and make a lot of self-aware white jokes, right? A lot of self-aware. I feel uncomfortable even saying that's how spooked they got me. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, I like Dave, the FX show. Never really cared for his music once I got past the age of 17. I didn't find it funny anymore. And looking back on it, Freaky Friday should have never been greenlit, nor should have been a hit. That was insane. Looking back on it, that was insane. But other than that, fine. He raps well, but absolutely not. No. Especially what's going on and how they using your song for Ice. You know what I'm saying? Ice. Get of here. John Cena got more cred than a lot of y'all white rappers. I ain't gonna lie. John Cena should be on this list as well, because he can come. John Cena good. But yeah, Vanilla Ice, absolutely not. Now, this is an obvious one. We ain't even got to talk about this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is obvious. Come on. Now, I do have my gripes with Eminem. And it's not really more about him. It's more about the impact that he had, right, when it came to white rappers. Because if we're being honest, white rappers started to blow up exponentially because of Eminem, right? And the thing about it was that Eminem brought that commercialized view, that white view of hip hop to white people. So that's where you get all the like parody raps and the SNL raps and why. He was looked at as like the white savior. Like, oh, I don't really listen to rap, but I listen to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, his impact was kind of negative for a long time, right? I think nowadays it's kind of mellowed out. His rap impact in terms of the people that are inspired by him, for the most part, kind of negative, but I think it's mellowed out as well. So when you look at Eminem as just like his impact to the culture and what it spawned, a lot of negative stuff. He was looked at as the token white boy, the white savior of hip hop, and that's not necessarily always a good thing. However, he has always stayed true to hip hop, always gave his love and foundation to hip hop. He's contributed so much to hip hop. He has helped hip hop grow to numbers that we cannot explain. And he just good with the niggas. So, you feel me? It's no brainers that he's had to come to the cookout. He might even be able to get a plate. That's how big his impact is. He's one of two on this thing that we gonna do that they might get a plate. But yeah, M is solid. M is solid with the niggas. M is solid with the niggas. Look, I don't care that you apologized. I don't. I'm sorry. It's like Eminem, right? Your negative impact in terms of you being seen as the next white savior led you to getting a Grammy over Kendrick Lamar, beating him for Good Kid, Mad City. Sorry, it's some things that I don't even care that you apologized. I don't care. You got peer pressure. You wasn't going to apologize if you knew the entire hip hop community knew this shit. And honestly, I haven't seen your ass since. I think 2017, 2018, you dropped this song called Lemonade, and it was like a diss to current hip hop. Yeah, hell nah, we good on you, big dog. We good on you, big dog. You are a pop star. You should have always been looked at as a pop star, not a rapper. But when I was a kid, I did like Thrift Store and the other songs that you had. You feel me? But nah, we good on you, big bro. We good on you, big bro. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Like, I've heard of the name. I'm assuming he was around during like the SoundCloud era, but I just have no recollection of this young man at all. I don't know who this dork is. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is he making bread? Is he doing something productive with his life? Because if he is, then congratulations to you. I'm glad that you turned your life around. But as of looking at this flick, this looks like a mugshot. Who is this guy? Nah. Next. So remember when I said there's possibly two people that could possibly get a plate? Yeah, he's next. He's next. And honestly, I got him over Eminem. I'm sorry. I do. I think because Eminem had such a negative impact on hip-hop culture in terms of him being looked at as the white savior, and Mac Miller doesn't get looked at or viewed that way. He is somebody that is just looked at as like the one. Like Mac Miller to me is the perfect white rapper. Somebody that knows their place in hip hop, but still contributes to the culture, respects the culture, and respects the people that were the foundation of the culture. And his impact on what he has done, there's really no negative impacts. There's no real Mac Miller clones out there. He is one-on-one, somebody that could do, you know, a little bit of soul, a little bit of R&B. He could do the pop thing, but he could do the rap thing as well and still be ingratiated in the foundations of hip hop. He's the perfect white rapper to me. He's on my wall for a reason. I love Eminem. Eminem was my favorite rapper growing up. But I think Mac Miller takes the cake in terms of the perfect white rapper. RIP the dream, RIP the GOAT, Mac Miller. Top of the list. He could have got a plate. Honestly, he might have been able to stay. He was just that good of a guy. I just love Mac Miller down, man. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the homie for real. Next, Action Bronson. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I think action is good. I think action is good. Am I tripping? I think action good. I think it's a lot of niggas that fuck with Action Bronson. I've never heard a bad word. No, I've never heard anybody say a bad word about Action Bronson. I've only seen him be an upstanding guy. Again, he knows he's white. He knows his place in the culture. He don't never overstep. He good with the niggas. He understands the foundation of hip hop and always praises it, always gives love to it. And then he goes to do his little white. He had his own show for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he was a Hooks theme song in AEW. You feel me? Action Bronson, I think he good. I think Action Bronson's good. I think he could come. He can slide through, you know what I'm saying? Play Uno, be at the space table. I think he's straight. Can't stay. But I think Action Bronson is straight though. I think he's solid. I think he good. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Action Bronson. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm stuck on this one. Yo, I remember when like 2020, 2021, when Meg was like hot as fish grease, but it was still like, I think the Tory thing was still going on, and I seen that flick of Meg and G-Eazy in the bed, just, oh my God, yo, that pissed, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, ever since that day, bro, I haven't looked at G-Eazy the same, bro. I got so mad, bro. Yes, I'm hating, I don't care, I got mad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know where to put him. I'm so serious when I say this. There was a point in time where I felt like he was good. I think nowadays he's just mid. I think he's just comfortable being mid. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think mid is just fine for him. Top of nah, maybe, but bottom of mid. I think that's just fine for him. Something about Iggy Azalea just feels like she don't really like black people. I don't know what it is. But she just gave me that vibe that like one day we just gonna find an incredibly racist rant from Iggy Azalea if it doesn't already exist. I just feel like we just gonna get one. What does Iggy Azalea have to say? Man. I see why Cardi left. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you saying? When the relay starts, I'm a runaway slave. Masked. Maybe that's because Playboy Cardi, you know what I'm saying, ruined it. He was playing P5 with Uzi while, you know, she was birthing their child. But I don't know, man. Something about Iggy Azalea just don't sit right with me, bruh. Just don't sit right with me, bro. I don't know, man. I gotta. Sorry. Not rocking. Nah, this is the epitome of burger music right here. Nah. I don't. He is the shining example of what Eminem has done for the culture. No. I don't care that you can rap fast and rap a million words a second. I don't care, my nigga. I don't care at all, bro. Like Token just seems like he don't really have an appreciation for hip hop culture. He just got an appreciation for Eminem. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. ASAP Rock. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really listen to ASAP Rock, but in terms of his rapping ability, his lyricism, all that, I know a lot of people absolutely adore him, right? He seems like a guy that seems genuine. I've never really heard any bad things about him. I don't know anything personally about him, but I've only heard good things. I don't really care for him, but I've only heard good things. I think he good. I think he understands his place in the culture. I think he just provides the raps, and you know what I'm saying, he doesn't overstep or do anything outlandish or crazy. I think he alright. I think he's alright. You feel me? He would definitely not get an invite to the cookout, but I think he's alright. I don't know why 6ix9ine is here. Is he part Mexican and part white? Look, I think 6ix9ine is hilarious. but nah. I think 6ix9ine is hilarious. I think he had a lot of hits. Nah, we ain't. Pitbull to me is just a pop star, so he goes in mid. Again, I don't even know if he's white. He might be like Spain white, so like Spanish and white. I don't know what Pitbull is. But nah, we good. Now I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from this. Look, this is no disrespect to Peep. I never cared for his music. I thought he was ass. I still think he's ass. And again, this is no disrespect to who he is as a person. But he came at the time where emo rap and drug rap was at an all-time high. And I honestly think that he did more bad than good, because I honestly think that his music to me never gave off like somebody was like trying to stop what they were doing. They just kept doing it. Like at that time, everybody claimed they were on perks, had anxiety, had mental illness, and was on all these drugs. And I felt like he was just a shining example of somebody that was talking about the bad stuff about that, but it never did anything good, at least from what I've seen. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect Peep. Honestly, even me talking about it is probably just a bad thing in general, but I gotta put him in nah. I'm sorry. Hey, man, Zan. Gotta put him in nah. You feel me? Now, look, man, he ruined it for himself. I gotta be honest with you. Y'all, if y'all know anything about me, y'all know I love Logic down. I love him down. But I gotta be objective and understand that he ruined his place in the culture. He did. Gotta be real. He ruined his place in the culture. Logic, if this was 2017, he good. But once, 1-800 came out, and then everything after that, when he went super global mainstream and the entire world started to see Logic, it was over. And honestly, the way he says nigga ain't never sit right with me. And again, I love Logic down. This is my guy. This is my man. He's still good. He will be one of my homies. Logic will dead ass be one of my friends. I'm not even lying to you. I would never bring Logic to my family reunion, though. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. He my guy, Maryland, but he ruined it himself. He did it. If he didn't do what he did, going around shitting on his dad in an interview, telling everybody how black he is, and his niggas find out that his dad really not, like, if he ain't like try to be so super I'm black, right, but also kind of doing like these white woman tears as well, like, he will be good. But he did it though, so I can't ignore that. It's my guy. I love you, bro, but you know what you did. Again, mid. I never looked at NF and was like, man, he really looks like he respects hip hop culture. I never looked at him once. Like he looks like another just Eminem guy, but he's like positive Eminem. Like he how Eminem raps about like wanting to unalive himself in front of his mom and unalive his mom. Like NF is like, pray to God. God is all the glory. You know what I'm saying? He's positive rap. He has a very huge fan base, and I've only seen probably 3 black people in my life that are NF fans, and all of them play Smash Bros. And watch anime. So you already get the vibe of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about those type of black people. No shade to no black type of black people, because black is black, but we all know who they. You feel me? But Eminem, NF is fine. Mid, pop star. No. Nah. Nah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Logan Paul, I ain't gonna lie. He tests my patience a lot. I ain't gonna lie. He tests my patience and morals, because there's one. I like Logan Paul as a wrestler and slightly as a YouTuber. I don't know if I like Logan Paul the guy, because he's trying to go like super brand friendly now because he knows he has such a terrible name. And look, I'm all for people trying to have a redemption story, but Japan, NFT scams, Pokemon card scams, Puerto Rico, capitalism, big like it's like I want to. Logan was like, I want to rock with you. I do, but you just I can't. So you gotta go in there. You gotta go in the fuck no, baby. You gotta go in there. I'm sorry, bro. Now, The moment we've all been waiting for. He goes right at the top of mid. He goes right at the top of mid. Look, man, Jack Harlow's gimmick worked as a rapper. Being like the, self-aware white boy, goatee, appealing to black women, hanging around with Drake, Drewski. That works when you're a rapper and you're in hip-hop, and it definitely worked for that time. It doesn't work anymore, especially because we now see you as more of a pop star than a rapper. And you said you got blacker and you made a soul album and you didn't market it like you were Robin Thicke or John Me. You just marketed it as if you're still Jack Harlow, the rapper. That doesn't really work. It came off disingenuous. It came off as if you didn't care about the music you were making at all, or care about the genre you were stepping into, or the history of the genre you were stepping into, especially when we've seen interviews of you not knowing any R&B classics at all. You didn't even know who Frankie Beverly was. Everything about Jack Harlow just screams he had black friends in high school, but he don't really know black culture like that. He still lives in his white world, but every now and again he'll step into black people world. So I gotta put you in mid, top of mid. You would be good, but honestly, I think Logic got more street cred than you. Sorry, bro. How the game shakes. You ruined it for yourself. Who the hell is this? I don't even know who this is. We can go ahead and skip to Freddie Dread. I also don't know who this is. I don't know who that is at all. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section below. And then Suicide Boys. They good. They good. They go ahead of Logic. Slightly behind A$AP Rock. They were also during the mosh pit emo rap, thing that was going on. But again, they've never done anything like super offensive, right? Their contributions to hip hop, right, and the underground scene in hip hop have to be noted. They understood their place in the culture. I don't think they ever overstepped. They obviously the face tattoos and all that. That was. Post Malone did it as well. Pete, and everybody was doing it at that time. So at this point in time, me looking back and criticizing you for that, just to try to seem like you were more black is, But I think Suicide Boys, y'all good. Y'all good. I think y'all good. We could be homies. We could be friends. But I'm not bringing you to the family function. So at the top of the list, Mac Miller. I think he's the perfect example of what a white rapper should be. Eminem right behind that, LP, Action Bronson, and then bottoming out the Can Come to the Cookout is Central Cee. That part of his blackness that definitely gives him the boost. I understand that, but Logic is biracial, but he know what he did. If he just went the Central Cee route and never really talking about it, just was him, he'd be good. Not to say that Logic doesn't understand his foundation or understand the foundation of hip-hop. He's very hip-hop coded, but he know what he did. Post Malone, MGK, A$AP Rock, Suicide Boys, and then the list. Y'all let me know in the comment section below where y'all would have some of these white rappers. And again, this is not just about who makes better music or who makes good music. That's in consideration. But again, your place in the culture also matters to me as well, especially when you're Caucasian, because you have to toe a fine line. That's just the facts. I'm sorry. When you're stepping into a field like this, you got to toe the fine line. You got to pay respect. You got to understand your place. That may sound prejudiced. I don't care. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. If you're white, though, that opinion... Type it at least 3 or 4 times before you press send. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok and IG. It's been your boy Josh Shiro. We out.